If I'm gonna make this YouTube channel about the outdoors, I would not be worth my weight in salt if I did not make a video about the best month, which is October. Undisputed. My wife would disagree with that. She would say it's Christmas time, it's December. And I get where she's coming from with that, but it's October. It's just October. You know, it's supposedly Halloween is like a Scottish Celtic tradition. And I'm probably about as Scottish as you can get. I think all four, different. I'll sing that semi's loud. Just give me a second. Good gravy. Holy buckets. Anyway, all four of my families are from, my grandparents are, they trace back to Scotland. They say it's a Scottish tradition, Halloween and whatnot. I think it's probably hardwired into me to love this time of year. The temperature, the leaves fall off the trees. You got freaking, fruit is getting ripe. It's something about it. You know what I mean? Something about it is just the best. And I don't think I could even change that consciously if I wanted to. We're gonna take a look around the place. I'll show you what I got cooking in the kitchen for this cold season. What we got going. First up, I got my little box collection, / this is where I put my kindling. This is also where all the firewood's gonna go. I've got boxes to burn. Are we zoomed in here? Yeah, we are. We got boxes to burn. This is my hatchet I'm using to split kindling. I used it all this morning because I burned a fire this morning because it was, I had a justification for doing so. But yeah, I'm keeping everything here. But when it starts to get cold, the process for firewood is gonna be probably we're gonna start. I'm gonna grab it off the pile. Okay, that's all the rounds I gotta split or stack. I haven't decided yet. Come through this door. It's gonna go into my truck bed. Unless it's raining and I'm driving it. If it's not gonna go in the truck bed, it's gonna go on that table I built for the table saw to sit there to be ready to go. So that way it can be plenty dry in here. And I also have this one. This was an extra I got from Menards because they messed it up. And they sent me another one, which is cool. I'm probably gonna put it, I may either sell it or I may put it over in that corner over there. But we haven't decided yet. Original plan for today was to sow clover. So I went to the hardware store and I got, this is 10 pounds of clover seed and 2 pounds of buckwheat seed. And I'll show you where I'm gonna put it. First up in the front yard, I've got these bare spots. I don't know if clover is even gonna take here. So we'll see, but there's a lot of bare spots in here. They got super clay soil. It's not good for really anything. But you look at it, just look at all the rocks and stuff. We got rocks and clay. It's kind of bull crap. So we're gonna see, something's growing in here. My plan is I'll probably overseed the next time it's gonna rain. I was gonna do it today, but then it's not gonna rain. So the next time it rains, I'm gonna seed, and then I'm gonna seed again in right after the last snow. They say to do that because then the seeds get sucked in the ground when it melts. We're gonna do that area. I'm gonna try over here. Again, I don't know. These trees really make it hard for everything to grow, and it's also in with the rocks. But we'll give it a shot. I just figure at this point, if something was gonna grow here, it would, because that did. That's all spread, and then I kind of figured this would fill in, but it really hasn't. Which, less to mow. The main reason I got the clover is for this monstrosity. This is my backyard. Now, I wouldn't have, if it was up to me, there would be no backyard. But we had to have lateral line for the septic system because we don't have 10 acres, so I couldn't just run it off. And so they had to push all this. First of all, the guy did it, pushed every tree to the back of the field into the woods. So now I have to clean that mess up over the next few years. Definitely wouldn't hire that guy again. But then all this, which is sort of, it's pretty shaded back here. Doesn't get a ton of sun. It's a freaking granddaddy long lead. Get out of here. Doesn't get a lot of sun. And I've been slowly mowing back here with just some like hand tools and a weed eater. It's looking better, but it still looks pretty rough. But the plan is to take all that clover and buckwheat and make us like a little food plot back here, because the deer, they come right in through here. They come, they eat. I put corn out right there, and then they go that way, and they go to my dad's property that way. And so the plan is to get buckwheat and clover back here, and hopefully it'll take over eventually. I don't know if it will or not, but we're gonna give it a good shot. I guess I'm not gonna worry about finding myself something to do today. I think I'm just gonna chill. It's only got a couple hours anyway, but whatever. But in conclusion, the fall is the best time of year. October is the best month of the year. And has a mushroom growing in my driveway. Oop, killed it.